This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Upgrade your business with Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet. Shop Pay boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning fewer carts going abandoned and more sales going cha-ching. So if you're into growing your business, get a commerce platform that's ready to sell wherever your customers are. Visit shopify.com to upgrade your selling today.
We off?
30 seconds of carefree bliss.
Oof, like wind in your hair carefree.
Oh, like using Clorox Disinfecting All-Purpose Cleaner in the home carefree.
Yes!
Like dog slobbing on the coffee table and cleaning it with Clorox Carefree.
He's on a roll now.
Spit toothpaste on the faucet.
You got it. You got it.
Peanut butter on the light switch.
Oh, spritz, spritz.
Spritz, spritz. Clorox, man. Clean feels good.
Okay, we're back.
Use as directed.
This is my song. This is my jam. This is my song. This is my jam.
It's the midweek drop, yeah.
This is my song. This is my jam. This is my song.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I have the team back in the house.
Bam, bam, bam.
When did we last do a midweek drop?
Oh, man.
It's been too long.
It's been too long, hey?
We did one, and then he went away and he was like, nah, this is too
Nah. That's not even it. And you know what? Everybody loved your guys' energy. It was just a question of time. When it was time to... I don't know. We just okay.
We love you people. It's you. It's you here.
It was you.
There's no one else.
It was you.
It's
but
you,
actually,
not me.
before we even take this any further, I would just like to say congratulations to Tinto for reaching 200 episodes of the Feeling Station. That is phenomenal.
Hey.
Well done.
Phenomenal.
Well done, Tinto Linto.
It's been incredible.
You put a lot of you into this whole thing, and I think you genuinely care about each story, each person that comes on. So yeah, congratulations.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And actually, the interesting thing, if you listen to your first episodes and the level of insight that you had, and you listen to the most recent episodes and the advice that you're giving to people, you can tell that there's been a phenomenal level of growth.
Yeah.
And
Mandem is a therapist now.
If I tell you where some of that growth came from, you would not be laughing. But hey, man, the support has been incredible. The feelers are an amazing bunch of humans.
Yeah.
Do you know, if
big
I
up
had,
the feelers.
Hey, man, if I had millions and millions of pounds, I'd be sending each and every one of them $1 million to say thank you.
Yeah.
The feelers are making amazing. So thanks.
Yeah.
Welcome, Nino Brown. Welcome, Marlo.
Hello.
This is the first edition of the midweek drop with Marlo and Nino Brown on the TFS. And I couldn't wait for this to happen. We normally do this midweek, but I need to drop this sooner because I saw something this morning that I just could not stomach viewing by myself and not having any input from other people. But before we get into that, we tried watching Pop the Balloon, the Netflix version.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
What a disappointment.
Marlo, be honest.
It's a mess. Do you know what? You guys know, I love Pop the Balloon. It's a thing for me. It's like religiously I will watch it.
Yeah.
And this one just feels staged.
Yep.
It just feels fake. And come on. I don't know what they're doing.
I think this is the problem when you have, a big corporate organization like Netflix buying into, a franchise like Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
They have their own little twist on it. They have their own presenters.
Yeah.
It's not worked.
It's not.
It has not worked.
I don't know. I don't know if we're judging it too early because
possibly
no.
No. Because hey man, I don't know. You can tell the people are they're very animated.
Yeah.
They don't feel like they're bringing the rawness and the vulnerability that makes the one on YouTube more appealing.
But it also, to me, it seems a little bit too scripted.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You know,
The guy
because
came out with a shirt unbuttoned behind a tree.
Bruh.
He was carrying a white tree or something.
Leprosy. What has that? And then at the end he goes and he says, "Oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea." Of course, it's terrible. Idiot.
I hope they keep the usual one they do. I really hope so.
Nino Brown and I were just talking about this a second ago to say, you know what, Arlette, it's good that she's not presenting this.
Yeah.
Because then at least you can divorce her from the mess that this is.
Yeah.
Feeling like it is.
Yeah.
So people still think the authentic version is the one that she has. I mean, how many versions of Pop the Balloon have you seen?
Jeez, man.
too many to count.
Even the Zim one, bro.
Oh, man.
Have you seen the Zim one?
I've not seen the Zim one.
Bro.
I've seen the Jamaican one.
The Jamaican one is crazy.
I don't know if it is worse, the Nigerian or the Jamaican one.
Oh my
because
goodness.
they're equally bad.
They eat you up.
Yo.
I could never do such a
Oh,
thing.
man. That's crazy.
You know, Pop the Balloon is one of them places that you go when you know that your self-esteem is intact. Because if it's not, how do you feel knowing that national TV has been rejected so bad?
Yo.
Yeah. And they tell me about my toes.
Did you see the one where the guy says, "I didn't like your eye." What were they? What are these things? These things, what are they
eyebrows,
called?
eyebrows, right? She
Well, they were tattooed?
no, they were thin, innit?
They were beautiful. I mean, when I saw them, I didn't see anything wrong with them.
Were they?
Oh shit! Did I miss something?
No, you know what? Each to their own. Each to their own. I think you're right. Just going to Pop the Balloon, you have to be confident about yourself. I would never do it.
The guy popped a girl's balloon because he says, "I didn't like your eyebrows. They are too neat. They are too perfect."
Wow.
What woman doesn't want to have nice looking eyebrows?
Wow.
So as a result of that, pop, 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 pop. And the guy left. And he tried fixing the situation, but it was too late.
There's a recent one who said he's got they popped him because the girl was there. She popped and he's got basically, okay, the guy was in the lineup and then the girl's like, "So how many kids do you have?" The guy's like, "I've got 4 kids," right?
Yeah.
And then she goes, "I got 2." He goes, "Okay, that makes
6.
No," he says that makes 4. And then they're like, even Alex is like, "No, you mean like 4 plus?" And he's like, it was blank. But basically he was like, "Oh, that balances out." He says, "Yes," she says, "That balances out. It makes 4."
He couldn't do the math.
Yo.
Please going out there exposing your foolishness. Anyway, this ladies and gentlemen, just to switch it up, this let me not say too much. Right, but if you guys have been on social media on the weekend, but what's today's date? Today is the 12th. If you're on social media on the 12th of April 2025, there's a clip on X, TikTok, every social media platform has this, where, let me not say too much, roll the clip, because what I want to do after this is just get your guys' sentiments and emotions towards this. Play it.
Did you tell me she was your daughter? Did you tell me she was your daughter? Did you tell me she was your daughter?
Why is the camera?
You told me she was your niece. You bloody liar.
Man, you go to no camera.
Get out.
Man, you go to
And you may post here.
camera.
May post here. People will know you for who you are. People will know you for who you are. You're a devil. You're a devil. People will know you for who you are. Get out of this house. Get out of this house. Choma, leave this house.
There's nothing.
Choma, leave this house.
Leave alone.
Choma, leave this house. Choma, leave this house. Choma, leave this house. Mommy, leave this place. Leave this place.
No, she's not.
Leave this house. Leave here.
Come.
Children, go upstairs. All of you go upstairs. Go upstairs, children. All of you go upstairs. Choma, leave my house. Leave my house. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Calm down. Leave me. Someone's knocking at the door. Someone's knocking at the door. I don't care if someone is knocking. I don't care. Idiot. Calm down. I don't care. You're an idiot. People will know you. People will know you. Mommy, Ramaga. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Who is knocking? Who is at the door? Leave me alone. I don't care even if it's neighbors. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me.
Like this.
Come out of my way. 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 This is this. I'm going to tear all of your clothes. I will tear every of your clothes. I will tear every of your clothes. Leave me alone. Leave me. Leave me. I don't care. You show your daughter. You show your daughter or not? You show your daughter. You lied to me. You bloody liar.
Hold on a second. I'm lost.
You're lost.
I'm lost.
Okay, what are you lost about?
So, the wife has confronted the husband.
Yes.
There's a girl involved who's meant to be his daughter.
Chioma, yes.
So, what is the story then?
He lied and said, that's my niece.
That's his daughter?
Yeah.
So, what's the problem?
He's lied to his wife. That girl they've been living with is not his niece, it's his daughter. So, she's pissed.
Wow.
It's interesting. Your first reaction is to laugh. Mine was pure shock.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I laugh because nothing under the sun surprises me anymore. Nothing. There is nothing new. There is nothing shocking. Anyway, listen. What do you think?
I don't even know where to begin. I don't, because
How did it make you feel? Let's just start there.
I think I've got two things I'm feeling. I'm feeling like if my husband, after a couple of years, and I've heard, because there's other kids in the house, right? So these two have been married for a while, and there's been other children, and then there's this other daughter there, niece. And I think my mind is going, so this whole time you were actively lying to me about her. You could have told me that this is my daughter, because she's definitely older than all the other kids. So why would you have lied about her? So I think that betrayal is a problem for me. You are my number one person. You know, when everything is ending, you and I are like this. You know, it's not about our parents. It's me and you are like this. And then I find out that every single day when I'm taking care of this girl in my house, who's your niece, is actually your daughter. The betrayal in her voice, she's upset.
She's very upset.
She's very upset. And I'm like, I actually get her being upset, because I'm like, she has every right to be. Her husband has lied and betrayed her, right? And then I'm sad because I'm watching the girl, the niece.
Yeah.
And she's just kneeling on the floor to beg and to say, but why is she the one in trouble when she probably didn't even have a choice about the whole plan. You see, that's where I'm like, I'm hurting for her. And then the wife also, I'm like, flipping heck.
I think that what's painful to watch is the wife reacting from a very emotional place. That's understandable. But she's telling the girl to get out of the house.
Yeah.
She's a child. She's a child, right? She didn't ask to be born. Whatever the father's sins are, she should not suffer because of the father's sins. But I get it. The wife is very emotional. She's angry. She's upset. You know, she's reacting out of anger. So telling a child to leave, that's out of anger. Get out of my house. I get it. But the child has not done anything.
For me, that's the one thing I don't get. Because when I watched this when I was in bed, and I think it kind of messed up my day, actually. That's why I asked for us to congregate and have this conversation. It's been bugging me the whole day. And what is bugging me the most is the sheer fact that she couldn't dissociate her anger from the child. For me, this is where the number one thing is. So you say it's understandable. For me, it's not understandable. and it's not forgivable either. Chioma looks like she's maybe 13, 14 at most.
I'd say so.
Right? She didn't ask to come into this world for starters. She did not ask for her dad to be irresponsible and to lie, nor did she ask for the mum to be misled. She has no part to play in any of this. But the whole time that this thing is kicking off, do you see her body language that she is on one knee from the onset, which I think is a cultural thing from these Nigerians, that if you're paying respect in a hot situation, be on bended knee.
Yeah.
She's on bended knee from day one. It's the shock. I don't even know whether Chioma myself knows that that's her father.
That's a good question.
I don't even know. And maybe that could be the point of revelation to say, oh, snap, this guy is my dad.
Yeah.
So now she's dealing with that confusion, dealing with a woman who is running amok, right? And there was a third elderly woman in that video. I don't know whether that's her mum or that is who's the guy. But regardless of who that person is, who's the woman screaming at again? That same elderly person.
Yeah.
So there is disregard of age, young and old, because now it's about me, what you've done to me. And that for me is what makes this unacceptable.
I have been in a situation where you see red. And once you see red, you are now reacting out of emotion. Nothing else matters. Because she was getting, very animated. Very, very animated, very loud. She is not, there's no calming her down in that situation. She's just seen red. You are angry. And that anger is because of the betrayal, the level of betrayal. That's caused her to react in that way. You're not going to calm someone down. And sometimes in those situations, you will say and do things that you will regret.
And that is where the problem is.
But, I get you. I think what she did is wrong to the child. But I also want to say that when you're in the moment and you've been hurt by somebody, she's reacting according to what she's just going through the emotions at this moment in time. So I'm not sure if I can say what she did is wrong, right? But I can't say I fully blame her because I get her. I get how when you think this man has been your man 110, and yes, maybe this guy didn't cheat on her now. This is an old flame that could have been avoided. Why did he not even tell her the truth? And from day one, you know what I mean? And you could have avoided all of these things, but she's hurting at this moment in time that this whole time you've been lying to me and we're sleeping on the same bed. This whole time we wake up in the morning and you go, oh, your niece needs a pair of shoes. And I go and buy the pair of shoes, but yet it's your daughter. This whole time there's other things in between maybe we haven't actually seen here that have caused for her to go, hey, hang on a second. And also I think what we don't say is how she found out. How because I think this might be maybe the initial stage of her finding out where she's on red. She's just found out, Kuti, my man, who I thought was my, actually has a child.
It's interesting you say that because what goes to your mind is if you've lied about this,
what else
have you been lying about?
So that's where I'm at. I'm like, her anger. I mean, I get it. I feel because you can hear her crying in her.
She's inconsolable. But what I'm getting from both of you is that because Nina Brown, you say she's seeing red, she can't think otherwise, so she's saying stuff, and just saying you get why she is and why she was saying things like that.
I don't think this one here. It could be. We could say she could have reacted differently. She could have. Yes, she could. Maybe the second time around she reacts differently. But this time, maybe she just found out. Imagine just finding out, Kuti, the girl you're with, and you see a picture there, and she's with another man in bed. No maturity to go, okay.
Have you not seen men who've been like, hey, or women who've been like, okay, yours can finish off, and then they walk off as soon as they've seen it.
Not in talking whatever. This is the moment when something happens. I don't think everybody is geared up like that. It'd be nice if everyone's geared up like that. But I think her reaction, that's what I'm saying. I'm not defending her or supporting her, but I'm saying I understand it. Because This is a woman who is hurting. She's given this man
Yeah.
everything. And then she's finding out there and there that, hey, hang on a second. And maybe it could have been that he could have avoided it. Why didn't you just tell her from the beginning? Because she looks older than all the kids.
She's,
Why couldn't
she's
you- why
way
couldn't
older
you-
than
Yeah,
than
why
the
couldn't you just
the,
say,
the other
hey?
ones look maybe
Yeah.
like between 4 and 6, 7
Something like that.
thereabouts.
Yeah.
But did you see how their eyes were almost out of their sockets? Those poor souls, the tiny
the
ones.
kids, yeah. One of them is even holding their hands like
because
this.
they're freaked out.
Yeah, man.
They're absolutely freaked out. You know, there's being scared, then there's being petrified.
yeah.
The poor souls are petrified.
They were petrified.
So, okay, yeah, she's seeing red. She's been hurt. Yeah, the guy should have been honest, etc., etc. Do you think those kids for the next week were able to go to bed properly?
No.
And at any point that the mom raised the voice,
the husband could have avoided all of that.
yeah, but he didn't, right?
Yeah,
So it's
he's
out there.
also in
it's
there.
out there. There's something called emotional maturity.
Mm.
And basically what that is the ability to understand and manage and express emotions effectively, fostering relationships, and fulfilling and recognizing that responding appropriately encourages development of relationships.
I agree with you.
But-
what
but
this
under
for
what
me,
conditions?
it does not matter.
So, okay,
Because-
hold on.
because-
Put
because-
yourself in her shoes.
I've put myself in her shoes because I've been in this situation before. Well,
And how did you
well, not
react?
that I found out that that my child is something. No, not that deep.
Jinto.
But I've been in a really heated situation but when I'm upset, my ears get really hot and my chest gets really tight and I actually can't speak.
Wow.
I physically can't. And I felt that come, and the first thing I did was head for the door and left the room.
But have you always
Because-
done that?
Is
Is there ever a moment
no,
you
I
can look back
haven't.
and go, but
No,
there's a
no,
moment
I
where I'm
haven't.
yeah. So that's where we're at with her. This could be the first time she's finding it out. But imagine when you exploded, the very first moment, right? And then maybe she will learn from this mistake. I think I'm calm, right? I think I'm calm. Say yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I'm calm.
Marlo just looked straight at me.
Yeah.
Like, say yes,
Say
motherfucker.
Yes, yeah. But I also know that I think if you push me to an extent, I haven't been pushed that, but I think if you push me and push me, there could be a likelihood I could explode in a way that you've never seen me explode before. Then you're going to say, oh, you know what? Marlo should be able to control her feelings. This woman has been sleeping with this man for years, guys.
Yeah.
And you just found out, right? I still say I'm not supporting what she did. I'm
Yeah.
saying I understand.
You're playing
I still
devil's
feel-
advocate.
Yeah, I still feel for the kids. I definitely feel for everyone. My problem here is the men. The man should take full responsibility. The way I'm reacting now, I might not even mean it. I'm just reacting because I'm reacting right now, right? But you cross the boundary. You put your child at risk and your other kids at risk. And you put me at risk.
Have you ever wanted to say something, but you don't because you know what it will do?
Yeah, I know. A lot of the times.
And that helps, doesn't it? She has said everything hurtful. And let's remember one thing. These guys are in the UK. There's a knock at the door now. And she's like, if it's the neighbors, I don't care.
Yeah.
So now there's full-on commotion about a minor. And there's
Yeah.
a video of you commanding a minor to leave. Where do you want that minor to go? And then you're screaming and shouting at two other minors.
As you're saying to them, go upstairs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right,
What,
right.
what is a social worker going to look at that video and say?
No, they need to take it in context of what is happening.
Yeah, I think
She would have been a great mom this whole time, but this one moment, this
Wow.
incident,
She
I've just,
loses
had,
the
I've, just
plot.
had, I've just had a deja vu moment.
Then she becomes a terrible
deja,
mom.
yeah, deja vu moment. We've been here before.
was I looking pretty in the deja vu?
That is wow. That freaked me out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
No, but listen. Let's look at this objectively. Let's be a little bit objective. That is a natural reaction.
But don't flip out publicly. In Shona we say usafumura hapwa.
No,
It's
no.
a very
but
mature statement. If I was to say that to my 7-year-old son, Monongo usafumura hapwa, he's gonna be like,
no, but
well, what are you talking about?
it goes back to what we said before about it's not even about emotional maturity. This is just about raw emotion.
Feeling your emotions.
Feeling your emotion. Imagine you find out, like, your partner has died.
Guys.
Your father has died.
Aye.
Someone has died. How do you react in that? Are you going to be like,
no,
let's be objective?
That's different.
No, it's the same thing.
Let's make this more real. This woman now goes and has a moment to think, has a conversation with herself, and then decides to come back, right? And then she's got a second video that she does.
Okay.
And I want you guys to watch this, and I'd like to have your input on this as well.
Hello everyone, the lady in that video, and this is Choma. We've done this off camera, and but we just decided to do it on camera, just so that people can be at rest from the video that is going on out there. I have accepted Choma as my daughter. And I'm really, really sorry for, putting her out there. I am very, very sorry. I didn't mean to. It was out of anger. And I know that the anger was not targeted at her. And I am very, very sorry. I'm not ashamed to say I'm sorry to her, because she is my daughter. And I will treat her just like I'm going to treat my own children. And I love her so much. And I promise to treat her right. Stand up. I promise to treat her right. She's going to be staying here with me. And I've just decided to say this to everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
I actually feel for her. I'm a bit emotional about this one. I actually feel for her because this is a woman who's been wronged, and now she's the same woman who's now apologizing, and the world is expecting her to be perfect. I'm not okay with that. I just think that her coming on the video, again, we don't know why she's come on the video and the discussions she has been told. We're all from African families, and how we must conduct ourselves and what she's been told on the background to fix this whole situation. Why hasn't the man come out to apologize? Why is it her apologizing? For me, that's a problem already. Yes, at the beginning, she took the camera. I still stand by what I said at the beginning. She was upset. She did what she needed to do at that moment in time. It doesn't make her a less of a mom, a good mom. It's just that at that moment in time, she was upset. She was going through emotions, right? And then now they've done the discussion by the table. Whatever has been agreed by the table, none of us know that. She's the only one, and Joma's there, and they're both in tears, and she's saying, I'm sorry, everybody. Yes, she's not looking at her and saying, oh, you're going to be my daughter, I'm going to love you like my daughter. No, she's already been loving her for all we know, right? But she found out, and maybe she's never been mean to her like that, but she just found out. So now she's now forced to be a wife and deal with this child that she didn't know about, and then she must accept this child in front of the whole world, which I get. She put herself in that world when she went live. But why is the man not the one taking full responsibility? Why are we even talking about the woman? That's, for me, that's my thing. I'm like, this is a woman who's hurting.
She wasn't even crying real tears.
She was.
Aye.
You guys know that she was. I think from a female perspective, that woman is hurting and she's going through a lot. She's a lot to deal with. And right now, she's supposed to be just perfect and accept things the way they are.
Okay, I think
there's a lot to deal with.
Maybe let me clarify my position on something. I am not disregarding her emotions or what she's feeling. They are very valid. And she's been expressive of it. But there's a time and place. Even the Bible tells you there's a time to be born, a time to die, a time to laugh, and a time to mourn. Don't laugh at the time of mourning and don't mourn at the time of laughing. The kids were in the room. That was family time. Pull the guy to the side. I need to talk to you. Bear in mind, this is your husband.
But you don't know your husband who's been lying to you.
Well, yeah, it's a husband who's been lying to you.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they would have had some form of counseling at some point. And what one of the things would be in those lessons is do not confront each other in front of your children.
I agree.
Take a moment, breathe, take your person to the side.
I agree, Tinto.
And just say, what the hell?
I agree.
So,
but I think you're not getting what she's feeling. I agree. Take your person to the side and talk about it away from the kids. That is the textbook thing we all need to do, right? But it's hard. We don't even know whether she received a text message and she opened it and he's sitting there. The kids are sitting there and she's feeling. I'm just saying what she felt in that moment doesn't make her a bad person or less of a responsible mom. She just went through an emotion for that moment in time. She's then gone aside.
I agree 100% with you on that.
She's gone
100%.
aside, and now she's been set down by the table, and by the the elders have come.
So,
you know what I mean?
So are we saying you're okay to behave unreasonably because your emotions have run amok?
No, you're not okay, right? But also, you need to understand that you can push people to a point where they behave like that. He should take full responsibility. This thing should be about what did he do? Why did he lie? Like, this whole thing is about him. He lied. Men. Okay, some men. He needs to be held accountable. He could have avoided this for his family.
Yeah,
you are the head and
yeah.
protector for your family. You could have protected your wife by being honest. Yo, wifey, I've got a kid who is older, and guess what? It just means that I'm not with that woman anymore. And she could have been like, I can deal with this. Just go for it. When they first had their first child, you go said, and then imagine they have the first kid, right? And he goes, oh wow, my first child, my first daughter, knowing fully well he has a full-grown daughter elsewhere. And I've shared moments with you and pictures. I've been telling my friends. Then I found out, hey, wait a minute. That's why you knew how to change diapers. You guys, nah. May the fillers come for me, but nah. This is not right.
I think it'll be interesting to hear the different perspectives from the
I'd
feelers.
love to hear that.
It'll be interesting to hear.
It's a shame I'm not on TikTok. I'd have wanted to see what the actual comments on this whole thing were and people's reactions and the whole works. I've tried to get a sense of what they're saying on X, but the comments there are disabled. I couldn't find it on YouTube. I haven't seen it on Instagram yet, or if it is, it hasn't been tagged. But sure, for me, my basic takeaway is, if you're a grown person and you've been blessed with children, what you feel as an individual, whether you're this guy, Chichoma's dad, or the mom, what you feel is valid. However, what you express in front of the children is secondary to what the child sees. Put your child first. Love your child more than you dislike your partner at that time or husband, whatever it is.
No, my last words are, it's someone's life, right? It's hectic.
Yeah.
And I genuinely hope they fix it for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I hope she manages as a mom and the kids manage to go through some healing. The man needs help. He needs serious help and counseling, if not a few slaps. He could have been honest with his wife.
Yeah, true.
I think in reality, the whole lesson for me, this whole thing is be honest from day one to avoid such problems. We wouldn't be talking about this today. We wouldn't have a midweek drop. Look at us now.
Nino Brown, last words.
Family dynamics are complicated. It's not unheard of to have children come out the woodworks, as they say. But when that happens, allow yourself time to process if you're directly involved in the situation. And, remain objective. And remember, the child is not part of the sin. So you shouldn't treat the child like they are the problem. The child is not the problem. The last thing I'll say is, children need to be loved.
100%.
That's it.
My last words are, why are you looking at me like that? The audio guys, like, Last words basically are that I think uncontrolled anger is just the same as excessive alcohol intake, in that it leads to poor judgment, leads to recklessness with words and expressions that could have permanent damage. So if you can, as an adult, by all means, when you feel hot and you're seeing red, take a step back, and if they're kids, do not do or say anything. Love your kids enough to protect whatever it is in the future that could influence what they're about based on how you behave. That's my only thing. Put kids first. This other guy, yeah, he's messed up, and I hope I didn't come across as if I was supporting him. She's my friend. He fucked up.
The fellas will come for you.
The coffees will stop. One, the coffees will stop. Yeah, you know.
It's not coffee anymore.
It's a salsa. Yeah.
Buy me a salsa.
Yeah, you know, buy me a salsa. And then black and forth will come for me again now. And they say, man, they're not getting those coffees no more. Yeah, so anyway, hey, you guys have been listening to another midweek drop. I'm your host, Tinto.
Nino Brown.
And Mellow.
Hopefully we'll catch you in another midweek drop before half of the year mark reaches. Catch you in the next one.